intense, like, I don't know, army I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like, meh, you know, so whatever. And I figure if I cancel his Hunter's Hall, force him to rebuild it, you know, it's just going to only lend to my ability to push him later, which is the main reason to harass. Also, he lost a lot of lumber. I canceled 3 buildings. I killed like 2 wisps. Canceled his Hunter Hall. Delayed his lures. As you can see, I did a lot. It was a very successful harass, and that's the main reason why I'm going to do so well this game, is because of that harass. The entire foundation for my attack is based on that harass. I probably, if I played a little better, I would have stuck around and maybe canceled or maybe hit his units and forced him to use some moon juice. Which I probably could have done if I stuck around, but I kind of wanted my timing to work to where I got this Naga like pretty much ASAP. Really, I don't need to get any sort of healing. I got this Naga, and I start running over to his base again. The main reason is because I don't know the Hunter's Hall timing. It's like 100 and some seconds, I'm guessing, or like 60 seconds. I don't know. It's a reasonable amount of time. So I really want to be able to get over to his base in time to cancel his lures again, or at least delay his lures further. Right now I got pretty lucky. This is a very lucky thing, actually. I ended up killing a Shredder. Ultimately, when you do something like that, it only further makes it very easy for you to go ahead and just win the game. Honestly, it's very beneficial. Now I'm going to lose both of my heroes because I'm a retard. Yeah. So what's this theme with my games and losing all my heroes? I don't know. I usually don't. I promise I usually play better. I could have TP'd, but I'm playing on his host, so there was a bit of delay. If it was GGC or Hamachi or something, I probably would have just owned it and TP'd and then re-resurrected my Naga and came back. It didn't work out like that. Oh well. I'm going to Tavern Revive both of them and then come back again. The reason I like this strategy is because I kind of put myself in the driver's seat, and I'm playing. The strategy is very aggressive, which lends to the Sky push thing. Sky is a very aggressive player and still is a very aggressive player, so you know, just that it sort of lends credence to his name, being that he has that aggressive playstyle. I'm playing a style similar to Sky. I've kind of added a lot of things to it. I like the 4th foot because if I lose a foot, my push isn't useless because you kind of need about 3 foots to push. I just overall really like the strategy on the level that you can be very aggressive. You can control the game. Often versus tavern heroes these days, what I'll often do is I'll run in. I'll creep a really fast green or something, then I'll run straight to their base and just harass their archers. And it forces them to use a lot of Moonwall juice, and it really, really delays their creeping. And that's what Sky used to do. That's what a lot of pro gamers used to do. If they scouted a tavern build, they wouldn't, like, you know, fast expand and then get healing scrolls and stuff. They would just run over to the opponent's base and just fucking, you know, go wild all over the DR. Because, you know, the DR without skeletons and without a real good army to back it, I mean, what is there, really, in that army? Nothing. Archers, they lose to foots. Damage armor type, it matches up perfectly for you. At least I believe it does, unless I'm going crazy. So yeah, it takes extra damage from normal attacks, archers. So, you know, it's a good thing to go and harass early. The next time I do it successfully, I'll guess I'll post a replay, so you can look out for that. I do post replays pretty regularly in the replay section, so you can check that out. So right now I don't end the game with this push, but as you can see, I do further fuck with him that he does not have another lore. One lore bear, a dryad, isn't really much of anything. It's just sort of like, meh, there's your units. Go units. It doesn't matter, you know. So I'm going caster rifle. I have 2 production buildings. He has 1. If you do the math, obviously my army is going to be superior to his. And Warden, really all he's going to be able to do is focus my heroes, and as long as I accommodate that with some decent micro, really he's not going to have too much of a choice. Right now, I notice my Archmage gets hit by the Shadow Strike, and I figure I'm kind of nervous that the Shadow Strike's going to kill the Archmage, so I TP home to my shop and then just use a pot. Because if I would have lost my Archmage again there, I probably would have lost the game. So it was I think it was a pretty smart move by me. I really don't think it would have killed me, but the priest healing would not have been fast enough. And now I'm going to get some towers or militia. I'm going to come back and I'm going to try and finish the game. Night Elf players, it's really important not to over push a Night Elf. The main thing with Night Elves is their base defense is naturally good. Their trees do a shitload of damage. Their buildings are very strong. They can fully heal units. They have rejuve. You know, they have lots of shit. So it's important to take it slow. You have time. Once your army is that superior to theirs, where they can't fight you at all, and even if they get a couple bear, if you have a breaker or two, you're fine because you can just steal rejuve and just focus the bears, and you'll have enough DPS as a whole army to do just fine. So really, it's not that big of a deal. If you'll look, I'm not using these peasants to sort of tower right away. I kind of wanted to block off the warden a bit, but now I'm just sort of going to start building like one arcane tower or whatever and just go with it. I don't tower a lot with this strategy because oftentimes I don't win the game right here, so just for pressure, I'll build a tower. It forces them to have to fight me early before the tower gets up, and that's why I like doing it. It would have worked this game with or without the tower. My army is just so vastly superior at this point, tower or not, I probably would have just raped it. As you can see, he's trying to fuel his counter push here out of his base with more mercs. But mercs are very overpriced. They're generally never worth the money. It's like the Troll Berserker sucks. I'd rather have rifles. The priest sucks. It's expensive, and my regular priest is better, etc. It's just not the type of unit. They're not the type of units you want to be using late game because almost every single race has a solution to that unit. I would rather have Dryads than a Berserker any day. So you know. There's your math. There's a very simple math. You don't really want to be up to getting that sort of unit when it's not cost efficient. You can get mercs early because they offer you some sort of early game advantage in terms of army size. But other than that, really there's no sense. Now if you look, he focuses my Naga a bit, but it's sort of like, can't really do much. I just use a pot and I keep going. And what's important to notice about my micro here is every time the warden comes out, it's the first thing I focus. The main reason that works out as well as it does this game is because it works out that way every game if you can get it to work. Mostly just simply based on the fact that the warden is like is an agility hero. It doesn't have that much HP, and if you keep forcing it to use, it has to use this hero spells to defend your push. And not only that, if it's using your hero spells to defend your push, the way I figure it, then you know you must. It costs a lot of moon juice and it costs a lot of money to keep buying mana pots and clarity potions. So it's good to be able to do as much HP damage as you can because it makes the moonwell healing much less effective. And now I'm pretty sure he just quits and says he didn't even say GG, but still, it was a pretty well played game by me. If I hadn't lost my heroes, it pretty much would have been flawless. I could have TP'd out sooner, which probably would have been the smart decision, but yeah, I wasn't really thinking. But yeah, that's my little 2-game audio on my games. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm going to go to bed because I'm extremely tired and I will upload this tomorrow because I'm hella tired. Rest. Alright guys.